Surfacing by R.Lum.R. R.Lum.R has an interesting story growing up. He's been into music since he was a child, but it was a talent show performance that showed him that he was on the right path. He studied music at FSU, where he continued to work on his craft. He ended up moving in with his manager, who was working for Atlantic Records at the time. He started writing songs and sending them to artists while working on his own music, which would be the tracks that sparked his career. His name is a play on his real name, as well as his past, present, and future. How do we feel about his new project, though? Here's our honest review of Surfacing by R.Lum.R.
R.Lum.R, man, he's a interesting cat. You should look up his own. You should look up his bio on your own because it's really interesting reading the story.
Really interesting.
Seriously speaking.
Yes.
Had you heard of him before?
No, I haven't. This is my first time.
How you feel about this album, Marwood?
I actually like it because, I mean, even before listening to the project, I was just like, okay, this is about to be something deep. And not just because it looks like he's underwater, but just because it's like a reflection of what he's going through. So just know that the title is Surfacing, and you see him kind of halfway above the water. I thought that was a cool image.
Yeah, I like the whole image of him being at the top of the water. It looks like he's about to surface.
Yeah.
It plays into the album idea. So, yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The flow of this project, man, it's a lot of songs that I felt were deep, but actually pretty simply written. Not complex songwriting here, but he got the point across by kind of getting to the point.
Exactly, because it's like, I feel like he had simple writing, but the methods of telling them were extremely powerful. So you're going to get like a lot of simple writing, but a lot of great musical developments here.
Highlights, man. So highlights for me, Making a Choice. That joint comes on, feels like you're in Sunday service, right? Not Kanye West Sunday service, the church one where people are catching the Holy Ghost, raising their hands to the sky. You get that type of feeling on this joint. After that, I like how the Call Me Back skit went straight into Lies. That was dope. Yes. I don't know what it is about this song. I felt like it kind of falls back to Drake because there's a line that he said in one of his songs that I always love. He's like, tell me lies, make it sound good. Treat me like the women from my town would.
Yeah.
And I like how he always said that line. And I like how he kind of turned it into a song in a sense. So I thought that was dope.
That's dope.
Happy is a really dope song. Very well written. If you can't relate to that, then you are just a miserable person. And I'm sorry for you, Mr. Trump, because that would be you. Code is fire.
Yes.
Give Me a Reason. Fire. Middle of the Night is fire. Love how it transitions. Boys Should Never Cry. Fire. Yes. Short.
But fire.
And deep. Listen to the words on that.
Yes.
It's really deep. And Circles. Fire. I can say this about almost every song on here.
Yes.
Surfacing is another amazing song. And then I do like the way it ended with Lonely. It was a really good way to go out. He could have ended it on Circles as well. But it was a Surfacing as well. Yeah. But it was a really good album all the way straight through, man. You can play the whole thing.
You can play this thing all the way through. Just the opening, like I just really love the tone it set on the album. And then going into what was it? How This Feels. I was just like, yo, who is this man and where did he come from? Like I was just like, I was not expecting this. But I love the flow of how like it started, you know, the whole like conversation that he was presenting. And then how it led into Call Me Back. Like this is like one of those interludes that I'll have to play every time before playing Lies. Cause I tried just jumping to Lies. It don't feel the same.
Because it feels like it's already started by the time you push play on it.
So you have to play Call Me Back. But I just feel like the transition from Call Me Back to Lies is just so appropriate because I like how when she's almost done with the message, the music starts to kick in. And I feel like that's that little frustration, like, she talking the same. Again, all these damn lies, and they just go into it. But I really love Lies. Lies is like one of my top 3 songs on here. Happy, I love how it transitions that, you know, from Lies to Happy because it kind of works. Like, I felt the flow of this album was really dope. Like how every song led into another in a sense. And I really love the transition from Lies to Happy and then straight into Cold. Cold is just amazing. Like, listen, I played this album back so many times. Give Me a Reason. I just loved it because it started off like it was going to sound like something different. and then it just hit me. Like you get that a lot with this album. Like you feel like it's gonna be a certain type of song, and then it just changes gears and hits you with some soulful, spiritual, I'm grabbing your heartstrings stuff. Like I just what I feel. Middle of the Night is fire. Voice You Never Cries Father. What If I Still Feel? I love that song to death. I feel like it has so much honesty to it, and I'm not gonna say never. You don't hardly hear an artist come off as transparent as that. It makes it sound so relatable, and I think that's another strong thing about the album. Circles was amazing. Surfacing was amazing, and Lonely was a great way to wrap it up.
There's a couple other things I want to point out because I don't really have any lowlights.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, like, there's songs where his voice has no effects on it. There's songs where his voice has effects on it.
Yeah.
And they all sound really cool. Like the Call Me Back interlude, I don't know what there's a whole bunch of different frequencies that person's voice is in, but none of them are their natural frequency. Yeah. So it kind of sounds weird, but it sounds really dope. Yeah, Happy kind of has that vibe for the hook. Yeah. Boys Should Never Cry has that effect on the hook. Yeah. Like there's so many times where they do like really neat things with the way vocals sound on this project, and it all works well together. Especially even on the songs where his voice literally is flat with nothing added to it at all.
Whatever team he had on this album, they made some great decisions with the production because it kept you invested in the music and made you want to listen to it more and more. That's the thing I got from it. Like, it was so well produced that you wanted to go back through it again to hear something you may have missed or didn't catch. So that's what I feel like, an album should do,
No,
I ain't have no lowlights. Yeah. I was just tagging more.
Yeah, final thoughts, man. Look, I think R.Lum.R has a really special skill set and talent with what he can do when it comes to writing music down. He chooses really good beats. I don't know if he's producing these beats. If he is, that's even more amazing. But even if he's not, the fact that he's, like you said, penning these songs that are so deep, and there's like simple and complex at the same time without him having to be over the top. He doesn't have to be super witty with the songwriting like I like most of my songwriting to be. It's straight to the point, but it comes out so nice. So it sounds beautiful too with the way and the octaves he uses his voice throughout the whole project.
Yeah, man. I haven't been hit from a project like this since I heard Daniel Caesar's first album. Like
A Lucky Day?
Huh? Well, nah. I mean, just on an emotional, like, personal level, because I feel like this was a real personal album.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And and I think that's what I love the most about it.
You don't think rolling some mo is a personal thing, man? People roll up?
No, it's not that. But it's just like, even after listening to the music and taking time to look up his story, it's just like, he was a very relatable person with me, like, personally. And it's just like, I can feel the stuff that he probably was thinking about while writing this music. And, it's just, this music transcends from just, voices and notes and music production and all like that. Like, it really reaches you. And when you get something like that, I think it's really special. And I feel like he has a special, unique place, and I just hope he keeps pushing the music, because I don't know how popular he is. I know he was on the page of Spotify for a long time. I forgot what category it was, but that's how he got big in 2018 or something like that. So I see he's getting a little bit of recognition, but
not enough
at all.
Final grade. Look, I'm gonna give it a check. I'm late to the party. Hadn't heard this album before. Yeah. This is definitely one of the best R&B albums of the year. It's up there with Painted by Lucky Day, Lizzo. What is I'm Crying Cause I Love You? Is that the name of the album? Yeah. Painted, Her. Mm-hmm. I Used to Know Her. Yeah. So it's like those 4 albums are the top ones that keep coming. Those 3 albums are the ones that always come to mind, and this is up there with them.
Yes, most definitely.
This is very good. I can't believe that we missed this throughout the year. So shout out to R.Lum.R. Shout out to 1080p for the plug to the project.
Shout out. Yeah, major check from me, man. Check. Like, for real, because, man, I'm mad I missed out on this, for real, man.
You got it now, though.
I know I got it now, but I'm late to the game. I wanted to be on.
But a lot of them don't know it all.
Well, if y'all don't know, tell a friend to tell a friend, please. If y'all love good music, R&B, alternative, whatever, this is for you. Check it out.
R.Lum, L-U-M.R.
Go follow him on all your streaming services, Instagram, all that. Because
if you get Apple Music, click on the link in this bio, and you can actually listen to the joint.
Check this out, man.